I'm running a little late, but it is what it is. I had to get here. Yeah. You see, that's just what it is. I had to get here. So shout out to that. Y'all hit my like button. Period. And listen, we getting into it. We getting into it. We get into these internet streets today. Y'all come talk that talk with me. Okay. I'm finna finish getting ready, but again, click that like button for me. Period. While I do. And let me tell y'all, hold on. Let me set y'all up. Let me get y'all set up real quick. Let's get just right quick. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Let me get my handy dandy notes out, Pooper Star, so y'all know what it is. I say y'all just gonna know what it is. Let me see. Child, did I take a picture of the notes for y'all? I hope I did. Yeah. Shout out to that. Okay. Look at here. Look at here. Okay. Look at here. No, that's old. That's old. So hold on, y'all. If I hang up, y'all know what it is. I'm gonna call y'all right back. But I gotta get a. Let me see. Let me make sure. Y'all gotta get a picture of our handy dandy notes. So shout out to that. Ugh, this is a mess. I told y'all I can't never just be ready. Baby, listen, I told y'all though, before I get started, let's just talk about some things. I said, let's just talk about a few things. Yeah, y'all hold on real quick because I'm hot. Like Mim said, listen, y'all. So first things first, I told y'all, Nikki. Shout out to her. That's my girl. You just wait right there. I ain't gonna come for you, Nikki. Nah, I ain't gonna come for you, girl. But anyway, yeah, Nikki chilling. You see? What more can I say? But anyway, listen, y'all. So oh my God, everybody getting into it. You see, yes, just like a pair of pants. Everybody's getting into it. Yeah, I need to do something to my hair. And I am. And I absolutely am. Hey, Booba Star. Scoot up in here like a bumper car and make sure you hit the like button, okay? Period. So anyway, let's get into this. I just gotta tell y'all this before I just play what Cardi B had to say. I said I just have to tell y'all this. So listen to this. I told y'all Nicki and Cardi B are so similar. Like they always got something to say. They both be ranting online. Period. So like if it's good for one, it's gonna be good for the other, okay? Period. Okay. Shout out to that. At least over here. Now, anyway, so with that being said, Cardi B, she hopped online yesterday, and it's like Nicki Minaj took a break. Yeah, so shout out to that. It's like Nicki Minaj said, okay. Oh, bitch. Y'all know how she been saying lately. That's what she been saying. That's her, oh, bitch. That's her little saying right now. I said she just like that little dun. Hold on, y'all. So we finna get into what Cardi B had to say to Armon Wiggins. Okay, it is what it is. Y'all know I'm busy today, so we just get straight into it. Shout out to that. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Let me show y'all my fair use. Okay, my little message. Okay. Bow. Okay, like Waka Flock said. So listen, I'm gonna read a little bit for the girls in the back because everybody can't read. All right. The material on this site is provided for educational and informational purposes. All photos that have been taken by choice, natural, market here, either been purchased, used, permission, credited, and linked back to their original sources or believed to be public domain. Okay? Y'all get it? Yeah. Shout out to that. Now, anyway, let's get into today's news. Now, first of all, before I get into today's news, before I play this video from Cardi B herself, okay, talking that talk, she finna tell us how she feel about Armon Wiggins. Bumping. It just is what it is. Essentially, I guess Cardi B feel like he been bumping. Y'all hit that like button, like. Y'all get up in here, like. Okay, that's just what type of energy I'ma need y'all to have. Period. If you don't have that type of energy, it's not that you not welcome, but like don't be here being no bump on the loud. You know, like that's not the energy that we be having around here. Yeah, now well, I'm gonna have to get that video. Like Kodak Black say, ew, ice cream. He said can't be ice cream all day, every day. Yes, the fuck it can, Kodak. I say every day, yes, the fuck it can, okay? So shout out to that. I said he just ain't gonna be able to tell Shay Renee that we can't do it like that every damn day. He lost his mind. So anyway, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. And let's get into what Cardi B had to say. This is what Cardi B had to say about Armon. Cause okay, let me tell y'all. Armon tweeted, he said, so is the people rocking with Cardi B's music for real? Or do y'all just mess with her to spite Nicki Minaj? You know, like that's what, don't quote me because I'm going off the top of my dome, but like that's basically what he said. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So anyway, here, this is what Cardi B had to say, y'all, while I finish getting ready. Let's go back to that video. I don't know why my stuff looking all weird. It's looking all weird and it's acting all weird today too. But you know what we gonna do? Just like a fake nail, press on. So shout out to that. I said we gonna press the fuck on. Now where that video? Here you go.
That he might drive over here.
She talking about her homeboy Ken Barbie.
And fucking cut the internet with cable.
He gonna be mad.
The cable internet. Because
can y'all hear that? I got a deal.
You know, yesterday I was a little busy. I was traveling yesterday.
Okay.
Doing things yesterday. I just had a very weird day yesterday. Then I'm getting here, right? And I'm seeing certain narratives. And I'm seeing people being fucking funny and shit like that.
Okay.
Try to fucking play me.
Who?
Like, what the you talking about? And I want to make this very clear. I want to make this very clear.
Go ahead.
If you ever feel like you're taking jabs at me, if you ever motherfucking feel like you talking about me and I'm not replying back or I'm taking the high road or blah, 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 don't ever think it's because you're bullying me or picking on me. It's because you're, and I'm not even going to say the word irrelevant. It's just that I just don't really want to waste my time going back and forth with you. Because it's like, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it me going back and forth with you? Is it? I know the clout I'm going to give you. I know that you want the attention because you know one thing I noticed? Everybody that fucking want attention from me has mommy issues. But don't ever think that you talking out your fucking 52 teeth and I'm letting you talk it is because I'm scared of you, or is it because I'm scared to reply to you, or is it because I can't read you? Because it's so easy to read. Y'all Dr. Seuss book to me. That's how easy it will be for me to read yet. But the reason why I shut the up because it's like, like me, I be having like little problems every single fucking day. I have so many fucking do with my business, with my life, with the things that I want to fucking do. So sometimes I be like, is it worth me replying to this motherfucker? But it's like, I'm tired mother playing with me. I'm tired motherfuckers using my name. And at the end of the fucking day, you need to get on your fucking knees and thank me as I commend you to. Because you motherfuckers eating off YouTube checks because of the brim. Not because nobody else. Talk about a whole fucking month and let's see if you gonna eat. You ain't fucking eating. You're not gonna fucking eat. So you need to fucking shut the fuck up and get on your fucking knees and fucking thank me. Because that's the only reason why you fucking eating. Don't ever think you could bully me. Don't ever feel like you fucking picking on me. Don't ever feel like you could play in my fucking face. Cause I could really read for real. You would look at yourself in the fucking mirror and fucking want to commit suicide the way I react. Stop playing with me. When I don't reply, it's not because I'm pussy. It's not because I'm grown. It's not because anything. It's because what do I gain? But stop playing with me. Let me tell you something. Before beefing with bitches, before I was even rapping, I had my own shit. I have my own shit. People fell in love with me. If I was beefing with bitches, I had 2 number 1s and 3 top 5s. So let's get that together. If you're gonna tweet something, if you're gonna talk shit, do your research. And see how long people been supporting me for. Stop playing with me. This is why God be fucking dragging you to fucking hell. God gave you an opportunity in the beginning of the year to fucking manifest it. He took that from your fucking hands. It was feeling yourself talking about you wasn't gonna fucking talk about me. Because God gave you an opportunity. God took that from you. Took your food at your own fucking mouth. Not me. Not anybody, Jesus. Because you're a nasty person. You got a nasty heart. You think like you could pick on somebody like you some type of fucking big dog. You ain't no fucking big dog. Who the fuck you think you are? You don't keep fucking threatening me saying that you gonna say why we fell out. I'll tell the world why we fell out. You a fake motherfucker. You fake. I'm fake. You fake. I was fake. No, you was fake.
Hey,
and I let you play in my face for a long fucking time. But more or less, it's not even about that anymore.
Okay.
You keep fucking trying me like I'm see. What the fuck you feeling like? Who you think you fucking feeling like? Then my want to get in this fucking app and talk about do women hate gay men? Women don't hate gay men. Women hate gay men like you. Messy and always starting with bitches, with pussy. And you got dick and balls. What the fuck is you playing with me every other day? To appease what? Little ass kids? You mad grown? You finna be 40. You on this app every other day fucking picking on bitches, picking on people, trying to deprive them and shit from their fucking
I think she wants to say her accolades.
Look about a bitch career or what a bitch is doing. Try to fucking put their self-esteem down. You can never put my self-esteem down. Ever. 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 I don't give a fuck. You can never put my self-esteem down. You ain't half of me. And the funny is that it's like, then you want to come here and be like, oh, why do women hate gay men? No, they hate messy ass gay men like you. And you make other gay niggas look bad. Always messing with bitches. Always starting shit. Always got this nasty jealousy. You having jealousy with everybody. You fall out with everybody. You manifest shit.
Not a fallout boy.
You're talented. You're good at what you do. And then God snatch it from you. Why God snatch it from you so fast every time? You don't notice God snatch things from you every single time? Because you're a nasty person. You got a nasty inside. No matter how many fucking incense you fucking burn in your house. You need to go to church. You need to get on your fucking knees and pray to the Lord. You're nasty. And the thing about it is, you do it, and you do it to people when they still don't bother you. Why? Why you think that? Because you think they're scared of you? I'm not scared of nothing. And I got straight and gay niggas. They'll smack the shit out of you. You keep picking on me. You keep picking on Ken Barbie. Nobody bothers you. Nobody's throwing you shots. Nobody say anything about you. What you feeling like? Bragging about what? Better be 40. You bragging about living in a $3,500 apartment in the Olympia, downtown LA. Get your apartment right now if I wanted to. That easy, that fast. Stop bothering me. Stop picking on me. Stop playing with me. Enough is enough, for real. Why is all these pink thong wearing ass niggas in my shit? Get the fuck off my comments. Worry about your bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody talking about y'all. This is grown. Remember how that big hot was talking about around March? Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about Cardi. I'm not gonna give her this, and that. That's all you talk about. I'm such a trash ass, and people gotta use me to spite other. And why you talk about me? For that check, right? Because I make people. I build people. I done build YouTubers. I done build gossipers. I done build blogs. Just like I build my music. Me, Belcalis, nothing. Nobody else. So shut the fuck up. What you feeling like, nigga? What be feeling like? For real. Hey, you think you could bully somebody? I got straight and gay niggas that will smack the shit out of you. For real. And this ain't no, the higher powers and the higher this. Nigga, I'm a regular. It could get like that. If you think you could pick on people. If you think you could fuck with people. Stop on me. I don't talk about you. Nobody around me talks about you. Nobody. Like a whole man. And thinking you could strike me down of any type of confidence that I have. Nigga, please. Not even my baby daddy could.
I love when she said that.
I know when I wake up and I go to sleep, I am that bitch. I'm your topic, and I'm this obsession. Whether you like it or not. So you can't tell me. You can't tell me. Always want to talk about how people look like. Always want to people what people doing. What you do? What you doing? What you got? What you own? And you think you look T? You think you look good? Do you really think you look good? For real? You don't. Too late. You think you look good if we talk about how other niggas look and dropping bombs on calling anybody ugly? Who you think you are, nigga? Not look good. I got 15 jokes on you right now. So you talk about talent. You talk about what? You talk about this. Who the f you feeling like? This kind of person, nigga that look like Kellen, or just bought a house like in Colin, or just that nigga that he go out. So you're not that. You're not that nigga right now. Wanna brag about shit? Wanna brag about money, nigga? You showing? What you showing? What you showing? What you showing me? Always festing somebody. Always bothering somebody. You could be so much further in life because you're good at what you do. You could be so much further in life, but you hate on everything and everybody. And then you pick on people. And you pick and pick and pick and pick and pick and pick and pick. And you don't stop. And you know what? You do it when people is super down. I noticed that about you. You did it to Santana. You do it to other big. Every single time they down and you feel in a certain type of way, that's when you like to drop lows. And that's why God takes you. Right when you have it in your finger, Right when you have it, God takes it from you. No matter how talented you are, no matter how good you do, good at what you do, He takes it. Because you're so jealous. You got such a jealous, nasty spirit. And you smart. God don't give a. And it's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than the next. It's bigger than anything. At the end of the day, your soul, your inner soul got to respond to the Lord. It don't matter. It don't matter how many babalas and how many cards you read, nigga. And me, I'm not perfect, but boy, how I let people live. Boy, how I let live. Boy, how I let niggas live. But you're not gonna keep picking on me. You're not gonna keep using my name and trying to be funny. Wishing bitches sue me. Wishing bitches this. Wishing that people just only like me to spite people. Nigga, I'm Cardi B, nigga. Carzib. You don't make a check if you don't talk about me for a month. Remember that. Remember who put food in your mouth? Not even your mother. Me. I pay your bills. The fuck? Ain't no other bitch, nigga. Always picking on Cam Barbie. That nigga don't even talk about you. Nigga got a whole man, 3 jobs. I don't even think you do gossip blogging anymore. No, you like to pick. And that motherfucker will read you down. Smarter than you, better buy a house in Virginia. Buy a car. And you want to be bragging about an apartment in downtown LA. I know exactly where you live at. Why you keep picking on people that don't bother you? Well, that makes you feel tough. You're not tough. You're not tough. I send my gayest nigga to you right now. And I want to see if you tough for real. With a fair one. You not. I wouldn't even send a straight nigga for you. What the internet be making you niggas feel like? What does internet be making y'all people feel like? Keep me out your mouth. Word to my mother. I'm sick of this. If I'm staying quiet, it's not because you could punk me. I've never been a bitch that anybody could pick on. That he might drop.
Child, so that's what Cardi B had to say. She had a whole lot more than that. Shout out to Coffee City. Coffee City posted that one, okay? Yes, yes, yes. Coffee City gonna be there, okay? She gonna get the drop. So shout out to that. And shout out to her too. Now, Armon, though, he hit back. Yeah, it is what it is. He hit back. But this time, y'all, he did it differently. I said, okay, media training. Like, I like it. I'm here for it. Like, teach me. You see? Yeah, because I'm the type of person, baby, I will sit back and what? Get the green print. It just is what it is. Yeah, so shout out to that. Yes, baby. Let's get into what Armon had to say. I love it. Like I said, I love it. His response was so like I said, we're gonna get into all of that. This is the way it's gonna go. We're gonna hear from Cardi B. I'm gonna tell y'all what Armon said. We're gonna hear from the internet a little bit, and then I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel about it. And it just is what it is. We're gonna continue after that, okay? Because we got other things to talk about. So shout out to that. Now hold on. Speaking of other things to talk about, I didn't never go get I'm finna get all the way annoyed. I don't think I ever went and got no picture for y'all. Let me see. If it hang up, I'll be right back. But it ain't been doing that. So hold on. Damn. Wait, hold on. Okay, so now I gotta pick up my a picture of my handy dandy notes. So shout out to that. Let me see. Mm. 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 Why am I feeling sleepy? Wrong place, wrong time. I got things to do. So shout out to that. So this is some of the things that we're gonna be talking about today, y'all. Just let's get into it. Let's get all the way into it. Uh oh child. So Keisha Kayor was out here getting it, okay? She sure was. So we're gonna be talking about that today. Christian is the drama. It had me reminiscing on the R. Kelly song, and I don't even listen to R. Kelly no more. The dysfunction. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me just drop this little something on your mind right quick. Thank you, Jesus, and thank you to my mama and family and the Lord, okay? That like I'm just thankful that like I wasn't born in certain places. Does that make sense? Like the way certain people act, I'd be like, well, damn, I'm glad I'm not from there. Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not from there either. So shout out to that. Anyway, let's continue. So this is what Armon had to say. Okay, like I said, you know what I'm saying? He did not come back like everybody expected him to. Basically being the messy, you know, punk. You know what I'm saying? That people would expect him to come back. Like, listen, that's no disrespect to Armand. That's not even calling him, you know what I'm saying, a punk. But like now, you know what I'm saying? That's what everybody was looking for. Everybody was waiting on him to snap and go out the deep end. Yeah, and he didn't do that. I said he just didn't do that. So shout out to him. He said, well, this is why I picked up on it. He said, this ninja is good at what he do. The problem is this ninja, this nigga's not on my side. So I don't want this in word to break the ceiling. So I gotta get it to the point where I can get on my platform to millions of people and say, hey, he's messy. Watch this. I'm going to mention this person, this person, this person, and this person. And guess what? Guess what he gonna do? He gonna load up on his live, drink, and curse me out. And then I'm gonna say, see, he called me a bitch. And Armand said, not this time, boo. He said, hold on. Damn, my bad, y'all. I read it wrong. Hold on. He said, I will even hold spaces and let people not tell me don't start talking about this woman in her face. Hold on. He was saying, because that's not what we do here. But they don't see those things. He was okay, so where I got caught on at is he was saying that like he then been in plenty of situations where he had to check his audience about certain stuff that they were saying about Cardi B. But he was like, she ain't gonna mention that though. And he was like, all of a sudden I'm not a credible source, or I can't I shouldn't be speaking on her. And so what she did yesterday, she tried to gaslight me in a crash out so I can look like a gay messy boy versus media. Because the fear is this. The fear is this ninja is good at what he do. The problem is this ninja is not on my side. Okay, yeah. So I don't want this ninja to break through the ceiling. So in other words, Armand was like, I'm not finna crash out on you. Y'all, when I tell y'all he paid Cardi B dust, y'all need to go to his channel and check out that video. It was really, really good. It was really, really good. And to me, it was more like educational than anything. Oh yeah, let's talk about it, Miss Ressica, because I felt like at this point, the rabbit got it. You know what I'm saying? Finally, you know what I'm saying? Like it was points for media, if that makes sense. Because the truth of the matter is, when people be getting into it with people, like, it don't be going well for them most of the time. Unless you the Breakfast Club. Shit. I mean, it just is what it is. Because I said that because the Breakfast Club be inviting people over there and they be ready. Shit. They be ready. Like, they be overly ready. You know what I'm saying? For whatever type of shit that they guess might talk. In other words, it's almost like you walking into a not, you know what I'm saying, so, great situation. Especially I on lots of interviews, but mainly the one I'm thinking about right now is Dame Dash interview. Shit. They had a whole lot of shit to say to Dame Dash. Okay. Yeah, this is what it is. They wasn't they was ready. Um so yeah, like Armon wasn't playing that, he wasn't playing that, he wasn't playing that. He had a whole lot to say. Like, he was like, I'm not finna go there with Cardi B. I'm not. So she can spin this and manipulate this and try to make it seem like, oh, I'm picking on a pregnant woman and all of that. And like, at the end of the day, I felt all of that. All of that. I'll take it a step further. On another live, he was also saying, like, listen, if anything happened to me, then y'all know what it is. People wanted him to go way harder on Cardi B than what he did. But I feel like Armon is in a new era. He in a new era. He in a new bag. He didn't open up certain doors for himself. And I feel like he's not really trying to go backwards. Does that make sense? Yeah. It just is what it is. We living in a new day and a new time. So I loved it, loved it, loved it. And I couldn't help but wonder if, like, like, if he, it has a mentor or somebody giving him advice, possibly Angela Yee, because Angela Yee likes Armand. She invites him to her show. She has invited him to her show at least 2 times, possibly even 3. And speaking of that, Cardi B called Angela Yee. And according to Cardi B, she said she told Angela Yee that Armon was up there just talking. Yeah. And like not talking actual factual stuff. And Cardi B didn't appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? She was like, if you gonna have somebody up there talking about me, they need to talk what they know. For real. Do they research type stuff. And what else did she say? And yeah, she was also upset because Armand said that Cardi B said she was gonna outsell Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't. So it looked like they got into it, you know what I'm saying? Because Nicki Minaj she came online to celebrate. Cardi B got upset, and then so they just started getting into it, and it got all ugly. That's my perspective of it. That's my point of view of it all. But yeah. And so Armand was like, no, ma'am, Pam. Like, you can say it like that if you want to, but no. Like, you was really hating. You called up there trying to get me, in Armand's words, kind of like kicked off the set, Like, in other words, Cardi B tried to throw her weight around. Seemingly, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say that because I wasn't there. But it seems like, yeah, if you telling somebody like, sure, kind of like, I kind of don't appreciate this guest, and I be doing your show, and I like you, and da 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 da, and da 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 da, so it was crazy. In other words, Armand felt like Cardi B trying to shut him up because he's not saying what she thinks he should be saying about her. Now I told y'all, we gonna hear from Armon, we gonna hear from Cardi B, we gonna hear from Cardi B, we gonna hear from Armon, we gonna hear from the internet. So shout out to that. Let me see. And this is where it's gonna get good. See, y'all can't see that. So, oh well. But I'm finna give a couple of shout outs to these people. Now, just because I'm giving shout outs to these people comments do not reflect my opinion. Remember, I'm gonna give y'all my opinion on it in the end. Okay? So shout out to that. Cardi B, this is what Ed Isma said, okay? A couple of at Isma 7639 said, Cardi technically did tell Angela not to allow you on the show. Her calling her saying all that about you to Angela was an attempt to influence Angela's decision to have you on the show. Um Native Sunshine said, this is a case of misdirected anger. She's mad at dude. She's mad at her damn self. Oh, okay. Anyway, this man wants nothing to do with her or that baby. He won't even wish her happy B-Day. Well, BD. I know she's embarrassed and feels really dumb. Ignore her. She's simply looking for a punching bag. Interesting. Carol Hodges said, he has been harassing her for months and months and months. She had been quiet. We were applauding her for not giving him the time of the day. He go on Spaces after he gets off YouTube talking about her with those weirdos. It's never good news what he reports on her. Nikki out here crashing out every 30 seconds. He tries to skate over that, walking on eggshells, praising her. Meanwhile, talking about people's kids, and he's trying to justify why she was talking about Cardi B kids. That's what pissed Cardi B off. And then he lied about her. Trying to stop his bag. He's not going off because of what she said. Has truth to it. He is his own worst enemy. He's a very jealous person. When you know better, you do better. Uh One of a kind had this to say, and our mom pinned her comment. She said, "Thank you for being the bigger person, not allowing anyone to trick you out your spot because bigger things are coming for you, and what's yours can never be taken away. Only you determine your destiny, baby, and you're destined to be great. I love you." Unique said, Unique 2023. She said, celebrities like Cardi are anti-YouTube content creators and against freedom of speech. Okay. Again, y'all make sure y'all scoot up in here like a bumper car. Hit the like button. We basically got a segment of rap girls going on today, Pooper Stars. It just is what it is. So shout out to that. Rap girls mixed with a little bit of a word on her. So anyway, Diamond DS 504 said, I'm loving these classy clap blacks at Cardi from the little people. Bia, Armon, Kane. This is a reach, etc. They are not trying to debate or much of anything, just showing how pressed she really is. Everything doesn't have to be vile to hit hard, and I'm here for it. Interesting. I kind of do want to piggyback off what she said a little bit because I was already kind of feeling that way. I just feel like I said, Armand gets points for this from me, although I'm not taking nobody's side, period. I'm not on anyone's side. I will just say that. I want to say that Armand got the points for me. Yeah, on this go round. It just is what it is because for lots of different reasons. But mainly one being the way he carried himself. Now I will say this: when Armon, as I watched his live, he seemed like kind of satisfied. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Almost like deep down, it kind of felt good to get a response from Cardi. Now I could be wrong, but that's the energy that I had got from it. Oh yeah, let's talk about it, Miss Pressure Girl. It just is what it is. He did. He seemed happy, and he also seemed excited to respond. You know what I'm saying, in a different way. So shout out to that, and shout out to him though. You know what I'm saying. As far as like just like ready to get this new let Cardi B experience this new Armon. You know what I'm saying? If you will. I loved it. Cause like he said, it was certain points where, if you notice, Cardi B kept bringing up her friend Ken Barbie, which Ken Barbie kind of got it. For people who don't know, I'm just gonna break it down real quick. Ken Barbie works for Cardi B, really close with Cardi B. He is a gay man, just like Armon. And in my opinion, in my most humble opinion, Ken Barbie kind of got in the way of Cardi B's and Armon Wiggins' friendship. Okay, at least to me, that's what I think Armon thinks or feels. Could I be wrong? Yeah, I could be. And I need to quit saying it was a friendship too, because that's another thing. To me, they got close, but I need to quit saying that they were friends. Only those two have to classify their relationship as that. But I will say this: they had a relationship. Okay, they had started forming some type of work relationship, I would say, if you will. Um, but again, I want to give a huge shout out to Armon, because I just love the way he handled himself. It is what it is. Like this stuff ain't no game. It's not. And like this stuff is like it really, really, really boils down to his livelihood, meaning how he feed himself, period. How he eating, and how people view him. So it just is what it is. He did his job. He got Cardi B to respond. And you know what I'm saying? Now he like, hey, y'all see? Y'all see her? You know what I'm saying? Y'all see how she be acting? It just is what it is. But like, I tell y'all all the time. The relationship ended. Okay? That's the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to stick right there for a minute. Because like, to me, that's what all of this boils down to. All right? It just is what it is. It boils down to people forming a relationship, right? Forming a relationship, getting hurt by the relationship, okay, in a way, right? Excuse me, ending the relationship, but not like without any closure. You know what I'm saying? I would say, like, they don't have any closure. So I really, 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 really hate to use this, but like, this is no tea, no shade. This is just a quote that's going around, that's popping, that's trending, and I love it. It just is what it is. Shit got uglier than Ken Barbie. Nicki Minaj is a mess. Oh, she's a mess for that. But yeah, you see, and like, that is like, no, you know what I'm saying? To me, like, that is no tea, no shade to Ken Barbie, because I don't think he's ugly. One, I don't think he's an ugly man. That's one. Truth be told. And then two, I would never throw shade at him. I have no reason to. I don't know much about Ken Barbie. It's just a funny ass quote to me. Okay? It just is what it is. Y'all know I love a good quote. And so shout out to that. But child, Ken Barbie. I mean, It got ugly, you see, needless to say. And so, with that being said, yes, Armon is in the media, right? He is. He's in the media. Okay? But but I will say this. When for me lately, when I watch him, when he speaks on Cardi B, uh um to me, he kind of speaks like somebody who had a relationship with her. It ended badly, and now this is, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Like, I'm just telling you, like, the way he delivers his news on her, um, to me, it comes from a place of hurt a little bit, I guess you could say. Spite, maybe a little bit, I guess you could say. I mean, it just is what it is. I like Armand, period. I do. But at the end of the day, y'all know I gotta keep it real. You know what I'm saying? With myself and my audience. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. It just, let me just say this. I'm not gonna say all the time, but I feel like it goes, he knows how to, you know, it just is what it is. He knows how to, how can I put it? How can I put it? He knows when to cut it on and when to cut it off. You know what I'm saying? He know how to balance it, I would say. He knows how to speak from a place of just pure media. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just doing a job for real. Like what I saw from him yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like the live he did yesterday, he was straight business. You see, the only thing missing was some fucking cufflinks. Yeah, and a nice suit. But other than that, he was straight media Armand. But that's not always what he gives when he's, doing his commentary sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he does his commentary like, hey girl, I don't give a fuck about you like that. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I don't give a fuck about you like that. And so I see why Cardi B took the bait. It just is what it is. He threw it, she took it. You know. Um and ultimately he spent it. You know what I'm saying? He learning how to spend shit. You know what I'm saying? Almost like Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? Like he pulled the Cardi B on Cardi B. In other words, it just is what it is. And it's getting to the point where y'all heard her. You know what I'm saying? She's talking about getting people to run down on him, which I feel like is crazy, crazy, crazy. Because it's like Cardi did like Cardi B she reminds me so much of like the NBA young boy. For real, that's not funny. She do. She reminds me of Finesse 2 times. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Uh Meaning the streets, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it's crazy. It's like, Cardi, like, do what you do. Like, if you gonna throw your weight around, do that behind the scenes, like what you did with the Angela Yee thing. Now I can't say that I agree with what she did with the Angela Yee thing. Hell no. Like, why would I? Why would I agree with what she did with the Angela Yee thing? Now I can be fair about it. You know what I'm saying? I can look at it from both sides. But like, nah, like I don't even want to have an opinion on that. But let me just say, I could see some stuff like that way better than, her jumping online and cussing them out like she did. You know what I'm saying? But again, I tell y'all, when friendships and relationships end, it be hurtful. But nobody likes to talk about that. They only like to talk about the boyfriend and girlfriend stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which is interesting. I get it. It's really interesting at the end of the day. But no. There's other relationships besides boyfriend and girlfriend that can get complicated, okay? And messy and ugly. Truth be told. Um and not a lot of people shine enough light on it. And I always, always, always try to, do my best. So if I had to give some advice to either one of these two, right? Just for real, or not even advice. How about that? We won't even call it that, because child, everybody gets the child, pull the drawers out your room and let your booty shake sometimes, for real, because ooh, y'all stuff be getting in the ward. You see, they stuff get in the ward. Yeah, and like these people just they get so upset. Yeah, they do. Y'all saw everybody attacking Keisha, Gucci Man wife, because she was making money. You see, I said, well, hell, that's kind of like what I be wanting to do, and it ain't nothing wrong with it. Cause I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. But hold on, we'll get there. Let me finish up with Cardi B down. If I had, I mean, absolutely had to give some tips to them both, I would say, let me start with Cardi. I would say Cardi, like, you know, um, listen, I'm not, lately, I've been really just trying to let people do them. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I was just talking about people trying to control Nicki Minaj. So I don't want to be that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, like do things the way you want to do things. But I would say that if I was Cardi B, I wouldn't have gave Armon that. I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have gave him that. And knowing what I know, right? Like how I'm the big shot, right? And you making money off of me. And blase, blase, blase. I would definitely understand that less is more. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not gonna fix my relationship with him, which if I was Cardi B, I probably would, because it just is what it is. Media and those people are supposed to be able to get along. We supposed to be able to get along with each other. It just is what it is. Not just working relationships. We should be able to have working relationships. Like, for instance, I said things that Cardi B might not like in this video, and I said things that Armon might not like in this video, but I would still love to work with them both. So shout out to that. Because at the end of the day, I don't say things that I feel like Chris Brown said, I ain't burnt no bridges. So shout out to that. But I am going to be very truthful. So if people don't like that, then, I don't know. It just might not be the best situation for us both. It just is what it is. But like, yeah, no, if I'm Cardi B, I wouldn't even give Armon the time of day. You see how this video says that Armon paid her dust? Like, what? He shouldn't even be like, quit putting yourself in a position where Armon is paying you dust. You see, like, absolutely not. Like, what's going on here? Type ish. And then if I'm Armon, I would tell Armon, just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what you're doing, because it's getting the attention that he wants it to get. The only thing that I would say though differently is, I would say, when you speak about Cardi, though, don't speak about her like somebody that you once had a relationship that went sour, and now like everything that down there comes out your mouth about this person leaves a nasty taste. You know what I'm saying? It's spoiled. You know what I'm saying? Instead, change it up and like dress it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Dress it up a little bit. It shouldn't be so obvious, I would say, because it is what it is. In the media, right? I feel like we should be able to, if that makes sense. We should be able to not deliver our news in a spiteful manner. Does that make sense? Because it's lots of people that are not my favorite people. But I try not to speak about them like they not my favorite people. Does that make sense? Because this is a job at the end of the day. As soon as the checks fly in. Yeah, so shout out to that. I feel like it's a certain way that you gotta carry yourself, Um, it is what it is. You only get to necessarily talk shit when they give you the opportunity to. That's just how I feel about it. So shout out to that. Now anyway, I got things to do today. So I gotta remember that. Now anyway, so Keisha, Gucci Man wife, Keisha Kaur, she was just recently dragged, like literally dragged, baby, by the internet, okay? Because she was charging people, okay? She was charging people almost like a therapist would or something like that, right? I don't have it on my thing. Let me see. I know I got it over here though somewhere, child. Here it is. So this is what she was basically saying. She said nothing is off limits. You or your family member struggling with bipolar disorder, mental health issues, relationships, mindset, body goals, confidence. If you need clarity, Keisha is listening and keeping it real with you. Book a session. And I'm like, what? Like, okay, so people are mad at her because they feel like, girl, I see so many people say that she's playing a very dangerous game by doing this, right? And let me just say this, you got for $500. Hot damn, why didn't I think of that? See, like I want to do it too. Yeah, so shout out to that. But I wasn't thinking I been charging that goddamn much. Let me keep it real. But that listen, that's neither here nor there. But I will say this. I understand both sides. But what I will say is I don't find anything wrong with what she's doing. Okay? And I'll tell y'all why. In my hearts of our hearts, I feel like you don't have to have any kind of licensing to be helpful to someone. Okay. And I also don't feel like you have to have any type of licensing to be useful, of use. And any real significance, you know what I'm saying, in somebody's life. I don't believe that. Um, sometimes somebody can just tell you straight what it is, you know. Um, and I don't even want to. I wish I had some examples, but I really don't have none. Um, but you know, I do. I'm a firm believer that it doesn't always take that. Sometimes, not always, right? And I feel like there's nothing wrong with her being of use to people where she feels like she's good at. Period. I'll take it a step further. Like, for instance, if someone came to me and they was telling me that they was depressed, I feel like I could help them out of such state. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not completely, but I definitely feel like I could definitely help them. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. It just depends on, there will be so many different factors regarding that, right? But it's nothing wrong with, to me, it's nothing wrong with Keisha listening to someone and seeing what type of use she can be to them. You know, it's either one or two things. Once they get off of that phone call, that meeting, that Zoom, whatever, however it goes, one or two things is gonna happen. Either Keisha gonna feel like she can help them, or she gonna feel like she can't. You know, like this is beyond what I feel like I have, you know, what I'm capable of helping with. You know, I suggest that you reach out to da 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 and da 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 da. See, I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. Well, some of it is anyway. I'm gonna tell y'all. Yeah, you want the truth? Y'all know y'all gotta be able to handle it over here with me. So shout out to that. Part of the problem is some people, right? They just don't want you to be able to do things that they went to school for without you going to school as well. Period. You know, like, we have to know that. You know what I'm saying? Truth is, like Fantasia said, and that's just the truth. It doesn't matter what it is. But the truth is, you guys, there are what would I was gonna call it? I guess like loopholes, or you know, just different avenues. People take different avenues. So for instance, let's say this, right? Let's say the licensed cosmetologist. I could see how licensed cosmetologists can somehow be irritated by all of these new people doing hair, because all of these new people, most of them aren't going to school. They not. They found the loophole, you know. But as a licensed cosmetologist, right? If I was a licensed cosmetologist, I feel like there's two ways that you can look at it, right? There's two ways that you can look at it. It's not always one. You can either look at it like, that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Or you can just look at it like they took a different avenue. You know what I'm saying? Well, you could even feel like it was a shortcut. It is what it is. But you know, truth is, like Fantasia said, they be upset, you know, and that's all I get from this. That's all I got from that right there. I said that right there. Okay. I saw a lot of professionals that were upset. And I get it. You know, I get it. 100%. I do. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent, you know, I get it. But then I said, you know, like, hey, you know, shoot, cause listen, let me just say this. Y'all ain't out here mad at Chat GPT, which I'm sure they are. I'm sure a lot of professionals is mad at Chat GPT, but it is what it is. Like, times are changing. And you can't be upset. The truth of the matter is, you really can't be upset at nobody but yourself. Because, you know, you have some people like me who I've always felt like college is a business. It is. It's a business. Period. So you have to be knowledgeable you got to have knowledge going in that thing about so much. You know, like, I don't necessarily just, for me, I'm not an advocate for college. It depends. If you tell me you want to be a doctor, then damn it, you know you got to go to school. You got to go to school to be a doctor. I don't recommend you be a play doctor like some of these folks be doing. Ooh, they just be jumping to it. That's so goddamn bold to me. And I said that is so bold. Like, remember that 18-year-old that like had his own practice. Child had a fucking building rented out and everything. And yeah, shout out to him. And his smarts. That boy is smart as hell to do something like that. Crazy, crazy. But very knowledgeable. But that's scary. That's scary. But I'm not necessarily an advocate for college like that. It just depends on what you want to do in life, with your life, all of that. Okay. But then at the same time, I just feel like know what you really want to do. Because so many people waste time with college. So many people waste time in college. It just is what it is. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars gone. Debt, an overload. So it is what it is. Like, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day, But I'm not mad at people who like getting it, however, you know what I'm saying? For real. Like this what she got going on. That's the type of work that I want to get into. It's called consultation. Being a consultant, It is what it is. Shout out to her. Shout out to that. Like, how y'all mad at people for getting, extra money or getting money, period, for a living? Let her do what she doing. You know what I'm saying? She tells people she's not licensed. They said she told people it's not licensed. I probably don't have that in the screenshot that I got, but child, it just is what it is. Let that lady get her money, cause I'm telling you, trust me. Like, I feel like, she might run into plenty of situations that she feel like she can't handle. Now, see, I will say this. I didn't know that it said bipolar and all of that. See, I didn't know that. That's a lot, you know. Um, but like, other than that, I feel like if she take certain illnesses out of that paragraph, she'll be just fine. You know what I'm saying? Because like, she doesn't have to broadcast it. She knows it in her mind that she feel like she has experience with people with bipolar, which, mind you, y'all say she don't have a license and all of that, but I'm sure she deals with a lot of people who do, right? And so they in turn give her a lot of tools that she feel like she can run off and help people with for a fee. I don't see nothing wrong with that. It's almost like going to therapy for years and years and years and years and then feeling like I can help people. Shoot. What's wrong with that? I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, because that's one thing that a lot of professionals fail to realize. Like, when you're dealing with your clients, I'm just going to say therapists. I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. When therapists are dealing with their clients, right? Their clients are like sponges. They taking in stuff. They learning certain stuff, So, for instance, when I wanted to do my thing, right? One of the things that I know for a fact that a lot of therapists use is journaling. You know what I'm saying? They will tell you the journaling is really good. And I'll take it a step further. From my own personal experience, journaling has been good for me. So I know, you know, that I can pass that information on and feel comfortable doing so. Does that make sense? So, child, please. If I'm Keisha K, or I'm snatching some of them words down out that damn thing, and then yeah, it's 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 up. You know, it's like an airplane after that. It's up for me. You know, it's right back up. I ain't playing with these people. You can't really play. You know, I'm not gonna say play with people, but you can't let people's opinions deter you like that. Let them report on. Let them report on. She ain't doing too much different from the the chat people, GTT, whatever the people is. You know, I ain't got the app. So shout out to that. Now, anyway, Krishan is the drama. I said, step aside, Cardi. Cardi got to step aside a little bit because Krishan, I said, God damn, Krishan got me singing, oh, Kelly, I wish, I wish, I wish. I wish Krishan just really just like get help. Get all the help she need. I mean, all of it. The mind stuff, the if any substances is going on, you know. Because I'm not saying she own anything. I'm saying allegedly people have said. I just would really want her to see. I would really want to see her get help, you know. Um, because Lord, she running her brand in the ground, child. It just she just running what little left too. And the crazy thing is, man, how dare Blueface know this shit? How dare he knew it? Does everyone recall right before they broke up, he was trying to get Krishan to move into his house and just chill, no filming until he came home? Does anyone remember Blueface telling Krishan, you know, that like the industry will do her bad and it will do her dirty? He ain't told no damn lies. None, y'all. None. And that's crazy to me. But like he right. He was right. He right again. Child. Krishan gotta get it together. Cause all these people around her, I hate to say it, but like they're exploiting her. So like Bino, I don't talk about Bino no more. Ever since I realized that like that ain't shit. That ain't shit. Not necessarily him, just what they had going for real. I mean, I knew it wasn't, but they fooled me a couple of times. Does that make sense? Yeah, I seen a couple of videos and I liked it. You know, I like the energy. It is what it is, but like, people are around her for clout. Clout purposes only. Hey, look at me. You know, limit them. They making money off of her. So they don't really care what she looks like, how she looks like. Really, seemingly it's in their best interest that she's fucked up. Life wise, on it wise, whatever. To me, because you make better TV when you like that. Does that make sense? So like that goes back to the Jocelyn Hernandez days. You know what I'm saying? Remember when Jocelyn was in her prime? Jocelyn was in her prime and making good TV because she was on shit. You know. She was hurting and she was on it. You know, you mix that. That's reality TV gold. kinda, until it just gets so bad that it ain't even entertaining no more. Like, that's where Krishan is. And it's sad to see. It's sad to see. I said, Lord, see, I said, let me find out. Shit. Let me find out she should have went with Diddy. No, not funny. For real, true story. For real, like, and y'all know I don't want nobody with Diddy, really. Like, I don't even be wanting Carisha with Diddy. But it just is what it is. Shit. Because one thing about Diddy, listen, absolutely the fuck not. She wouldn't be acting the way she was acting if she would have ran off with Diddy. Yeah. So shout out to that. And the only reason I really, really thought about that is I thought about it for one reason. It's because I miss the real celebrities. You know, I miss the real celebrities, the old school. You know how, like, when you getting off your rocker, your ass going to rehab. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all remember when they didn't care? They didn't care. They didn't care. They had to go to rehab. It's almost like you going to rehab, you going to jail. You finna do something. Shit, it's yeah, something. You see, like Keith Sweat had said, it's almost like NBA YoungBoy, how they did him. You see how he did came back a changed man? That's how they did Kodak too. Sent him to jail, beat his ass, did all kinds of alleged crazy shit to him, gave him a pardon, then he came out here acting okay. Kodak came out here acting okay. But something was off with Kodak before he even went, I think. Yeah, he was. Remember, he was getting in trouble with the judge, and he kept coming up dirty and all of that. But I can't even speak to Kodak really for real because, like, he ain't even the celebrity I'm talking about. Now I'm talking about a little bit further back. You see, when things got out of hand for you, they had people that would help you get, the best back in order they could. Like the best. They just would put their best junkies. I'm not playing. That's a joke. That's just a joke, y'all. Because I like the way that word sounds. But for real, all jokes aside, they would put their best people forward. For real. Like, for instance, Whitney and Lil Whitney is two different things. Lil Whitney, they felt like they couldn't do nothing with her. It just is what it is. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I miss the times. I miss the times where they would just grab you and throw you in a rehab van. You see? Yeah. I miss the old school real celebrity. I don't know about this other shit we have now. This reality stars, this internet sensation, I mean, it's crazy. It's so crazy because at one point Krishan was like so on top. This girl was so on top. It's to the point where I was like, Beyonce, this Krishan internet now, because Krishan was and still is, that girl can do numbers, okay, on the internet. It just is what it is. Like I told y'all, some people are born with it. People like watching her. Child, with that being said, though, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm all out of things to say besides what I said. You see, yeah, I wish somebody would just take her, clean her up, get her some help. It just is what it is. Next time we hear from her and Junior again, she'll be sitting on a ranch talking about, yeah, and I've been here for 6 months and I've been clean and sober since da 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 and da 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 and I'm moving out here to Arizona, and I'm gonna be in a clean and sober house and then they, how they do. They show clips of Junior coming to visit and Junior walking the ranch with his mama and she blowing bubbles with Junior. Yeah, yeah. That's what I want to see. Or some shit like that. So if Zeus ain't sending Christian to rehab, uh, yeah. So anyway, because she got a lot going on. She got so much going on. I can't even break that thing down right now. So yeah, Christian, let's continue. To be continued. You know how they be saying to be continued on the shows. So anyway, Herb and Moneybag Yo, I want to talk about them again because I gotta listen to their song. So I'm gonna skip that. I want to listen to their song. I want to see who went the hardest because they tried to get a best, probably some of their best work. Yeah, so try that today. I gotta see who went the hardest. And then Trump and Diddy. Child, word on the curb is somebody from the White House allegedly said, now I don't know how true this is, but somebody said that the Trump about the pardon Diddy or in talks with pardon Diddy, that's his lies. Like Michael Jackson said, it's all lies, guys. So, oh, and then hold on. Megan Thee Stallion drops. Shout out to her, okay? Megan Thee Stallion dropped some new. I was on it this morning. Shout out to her. I liked it. Hold on. Let me see. Damn, y'all, I got to find this. This gonna be annoying. Let me see. Where Nikki at? That ain't it. Nikki had a message to DJ Academics. That's Cardi B right there. Hold on. That ain't it, I believe. Where is it at though? This is crazy. Let me see. I gotta find it for y'all. Hold on.
Because of how happy the people will be when they hear the music.
No, that's not it. So maybe I don't have it on here. Damn, y'all. Y'all know I've been wanting. Remember I told y'all I was gonna let y'all hear it from Nikki's own words. Fuck. And I don't have it.
It's to the point where I don't even know why I would wait.
That's not it. Damn. My bad, y'all. To be continued. So anyway, Megan Thee Stallion dropped a new song. Shout out to her. Shout out to that. Like I said, I've been on it this morning. I like it. I sure do. I like it. But I been knew I was gonna like it. But the problem is I wanted to love it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't necessarily love it, not just yet. Maybe it'll, grow on me. I will say this though. Let me tell y'all why I don't love it. I don't love it because I wanted more. You know what I'm saying? And when I say, like, for instance, Megan got in her bag on this one. Because y'all know, I gave Megan a couple of pointers, a couple of tips. I said, listen, I need a full body of work from you, Megan. I need to feel different things. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't pimping, right? And everybody ain't mad all the time. I want to hear some lovey-dovey shit. Give me some different shit, right? To touch on. I said, like Cardi B did, right? So Megan and her team, they listened. If you ask me, and this is what it is. I dropped that dun, and they picked it up. So shout out to them and shout out to that. So Megan came with this, my man, my baby, loving me, taking me down, spoiling me, driving me crazy. My man, my baby, spoiling me, dicking me down and driving me crazy. kissing you is right. And I'm like, okay, she finna give us, you know what I'm saying? In love, soft as a freaking flower, you know, Clay Thompson, new boo, Megan. Come on with it, Megan. Let us hear this shit. And so, man, her first verse delivered. You know what I'm saying? Man, delivered like piece of her. She was on that shit. And so then, like, the other verses they just fell a little short for me. It just is what it is. I wanted to hear more about Clay. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first verse, she telling me about her man and why she crazy about him. I want to hear more of that. But no, in her first verse, she was telling us about her man. You know, and then she lost me a little bit when she wanted to talk about, you know, the sex part and all of that, because we already know you having sex. We get that. I wanted more. Like, if she would have, let me tell you, the song. Let me tell you, the song would have did it for me had she would have went more into her man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? How? Like, I want to hear how is he driving you crazy? You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, on the first verse, she telling us, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, yeah, he the one. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I just wanted her to go there more, talk more relationship, talk more how he driving you crazy. And yeah, you can get into the dicking you down part a little bit, but she just lost me. And then at one point, she started saying some real crazy shit that went left with the song. Something about like, ladies do something like she okay, in the song she said he called me his lady, never his bitch. But then you gonna tell her like, you gonna tell the ladies to do something, bitch. And then she said somebody to like, she telling the girl, somebody in the song, she's saying like, go get your man, quit messing with people, man. And it's like, no, Megan, this is not the song to start beefing on. Like, no, like, stick to the fucking topic. Like, she blew me a little bit. It just is what it is. Come on, hot girl. But I will say this though, I'm happy to see a new Megan. I'm happy to hear from a new Megan. I'm ready to see Megan get in a new era and get in another bag. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when she does features, her shit go hard. It's her own songs that to me always sound like mixtape. They give like mixtape vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like even this one. Like, and it's because she went out the deep end instead of just sticking to what she was supposed to be sticking to. You know what I'm saying? This man, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the song is about my man, my baby, my baby, my baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, we for the women that like we there. You know what I'm saying? For the women that are there who feel like they man is the shit. You see? Like, he a good man and he put it down everywhere. You see? Like, I wanted her to keep going. Tell me about this motherfucker. You see? Yeah. So shout out to that. I wanted to hear her brag on this man. Period. Because that's what the song was about. She kept drifting and shit. I didn't like that. So, Megan, if you listening, get back in the lab and like do it again. It just is what it is. Do it again. Do it 4 more times. Do it 5 more times. 6 more times. I don't care. You know, but like I'm really, really happy to see her uh at a new, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. She at a new stage. She going up. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, it's almost like at some point it's like, I don't know if Megan likes making booty shaking music, because that's what it gave. At some point, the part that I don't like, it gave like that's the part that you could start dancing to or dancing on or something. But it didn't need that. It didn't need that. This was a song about a woman loving her man. Period. And like that's all I wanted to hear. You know what I'm saying? She went off the deep end and started talking about some crazy other old shit, you know. So again, you know, I like the song, but I wanted to love it. I wanted to love it, Megan. It just is what it is. But shout out to her and her new drop. I'm sure I'm gonna listen to it some more today because I definitely love that chorus, Miss Preston girl. Okay, it just is what it is. And her first verse was tough. Like it gave me everything I wanted. I wanted more. You know what I'm saying? I wanted more. But like overall, I told myself, I said, you know what? When I critique this, the thought to me that I get from it is she left me thirsty. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. She left me wanting more. It was like drinking a soda. You know what a soda gonna do? Make you thirsty, leave you thirsty. It's good as hell going down, but like you still gonna be thirsty right away, you know. So next time I need her to deliver me some full-fledged water, like water, Gatorade, something. You know what I'm saying? I need her to hit the fucking spot. It just is what it is. I need her to keep going. But she in her bag right now. Period. I like that. I like that though. Oh yeah, Miss President Girl. I like that. I did. I love the chorus. You know what I'm saying? I love the chorus. I love the beat. She had me excited for it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, like a log in a river or something. She drifted. You know what I'm saying? She got out task a little bit, like a new person training. Y'all know how I go. Them training people, they be on training people head. They be trying to see if you gonna work or not. If you gonna be a good fit. But anyway, and then after that, Pooper Stars, I guess I gotta bounce. I'm finna bounce because I need to go. Let me just say this. Cardi B, I'ma say it like I said it just the other day. Now you said you didn't say you was gonna outsell Nicki Minaj. It seemed like that's what you said. You should have cleared that up. You should have said, I'm gonna outsell my last album. You didn't. You left it out there. So I feel like you left it where it could be either way. I was talking about Nicki or I wasn't talking about Nicki. If you ask me, shit, that's how you did it. Yeah. And since that's how you did it, you know, people took it for what it was. We felt like you was talking about outselling Nicki. And when you didn't, it was like, nah, I wasn't talking about outselling her. Girl, well, next time say that. Don't leave it open. Because if you leave it open, then, girl, it's going to be hard to believe you. You see? Yeah, so it is what it is, superstars. Let me get up out of here. I got to run. I got things to do. I'll see y'all on my next video. Bye, y'all. Don't forget to hit the like button.